What's happening, dudes and dudettes? It's your man with the plan, Davie Rockit. Today I decided not to do another Let's Play. The first one was kind of like a little trial run. I wanted to see how that went. But today I just actually want to show you a completed game I did. It's called Planet Zoo, and it's one of those sim type games. Sims, Roller Coaster Tycoon, SimCity, other titles that are related to that customization type genre. Now, full disclosure, the one I'm going to show you isn't career or franchise or challenge mode. This is a sandbox version I did where I limited all the restrictions. I just wanted to have a completely open budget just to build exactly what I wanted to build and have fun with it. But it seemed like a cool little product just to display and show on my channel. So let's take a gander. It's right here. It's called Rocket Ridge. It's my mountaintop animal sanctuary. I mean, I guess it helps prevent poachers from coming in and attacking my animals, even though somehow 7,000 plus spectators get in and view my animals all the time. So there's got to be some access point to the top of this mountain. I just don't know specifically what that access point is. Alright, so this is Rocket Ridge. It's right there. We're hovering around in a drone, I guess, so you can see the whole thing. But as you can see, it's surrounded by valleys on the peak of a mountain. Well, not the peak of a mountain, I guess, but near the peak of a mountain. Alright. So, let's go take a look, shall we? So, I started with this side, which is where I was really kind of practicing with it and, constructing, like, individual smaller little habitats. And then later on, I ended up building much larger ones when I got a better feel for it. Now, it's a very hyper-realistic game. If you play it, on the actual professional mode, like, animals can get sick. If you have, like, say, two males that are alpha, there might be fights. You can get injuries. Animals can break out. People can litter. There can be vandalism. If there's not bathrooms, people can't use the bathroom. If there's not food resources, they can't eat. If there's no ATMs, they can't get money out. And you gotta use your funds in order to bring in animals and build everything. Everything costs money. So you have to, like, start with small enclosures, kind of generate some resource, and then from there you expand. Again, this one is just an open sandbox version. I didn't do any of that. I just had complete free access to everything and just built. But anyway, so this is the entrance where people just teleport to the top of my mountain somehow. Any of these kind of like gravel stone looking pathways are where all the patrons can walk. Any of these slate gray looking ones are only where my staff can walk, and it allows my staff to get around the park and not get kind of cupped in with all these people. So we'll travel this way. So this first section of buildings right here is the first of four compounds where my staff can go to import animals, do medical, veterinary care, repairs, and sleep and hang out too. So we'll go to the first enclosure. I believe these are my red-tailed lemurs. Yep. Here they are. They're just running around. They've had a lot of babies, actually, as you can see. There's a little baby running right there. And we got one right over here. And we got one over here. Oh, they're eating. Oh, yeah. This guy over here, he's dropping some food for them, so they're about to snack. All right, so we'll go over here. These are my garvels. Long-snouted crocodilian types. They're right here. They had a bunch of babies, too, actually. Oh, this one's actually sleeping. It's actually in its little nest. These are females. Oh, there's a baby. Right there. Two babies, actually. Right there hanging out. We must hit, like, fall time, because there's a lot of leaves in the water. I'm going to have to see about getting all that maybe cleaned up, maybe. Because they weren't there before. Let's see. Oh. Okay. These little things are my water purification systems. I tried to put one next to every facility so that they would have clean water all the time. Got little ATMs in. These are solar panels that run the power. Little food booths. Alright, but we'll come over here. These are my Nile monitors. They got some food out, but they're not eating right now. Here's one hanging out right here. A couple over here too. This thing's designed to be in the water, but kind of hovering to where they're still in the water, but they can, you know, just kind of hang out on some land too. You can go under the water and see if they do submerge. Kind of see what's going on down here. All right, so next to that one is my Komodo dragons. I only have 2 Komodo dragons at the moment, and they have a ridiculous size exhibit for 2, but you know, whatever. This is my male. He's right here, I believe. Yeah, that's my male. My female likes to hide under this little climbing apparatus right over there. I think she's stuck because she's been under there for a while, but it doesn't show her as like hungry or anything, so she must be all right. This is just a fake village. I just put this in here just to fill in the gap because there is a point where you hit some area, like some dotted line where you can't go any further, like a boundary. See, I don't know if you can tell, but it's right there. So I just would like fill in stuff. This right here is the second employee section. And I got a lot of solar panels to keep that well powered. Now this little section is really cool. This is my small exhibit section. Each of these house like the smaller animals. You know, your snakes, your spiders, scorpions, small lizards, frogs, insects. We'll take a little gander at all of them though, or try to. They're hard to find. A lot of these are really hard to find. So all 4 of these are boa constrictors. Yeah, they're right there. So you can see one there. There's one right there. Oh, this one's scaling its bamboo right there. And for some reason, this one has 3. I don't know how I got even 2 in here, let alone 3. Like 2 would make sense. The third, like they had a baby, but I don't even remember putting 2 in there, so I don't know. Anyway, so across from that, we got my yellow anaconda, which is right here. Chilling in the middle. Next to that, we've got... what are you? I think this is my eastern diamondback. Yeah, it looks like an eastern diamondback. Alright. Next one over here is my that looks like it's my Australian brown snake, an eastern brown snake right here. Yeah. This one is some snails. Probably not gonna be able to find them because it's, oh no, actually no, yep, there it is. Right here. It's on the side of the container right there. Okay. All right. So we'll jump to this side now. We've got red-legged tarantula. You can almost never find the spiders because, again, when you incorporate these small habitat creatures, this is the habitat you get. Like, you don't really get to modify it, and it's huge. Like, imagine having this size cage for a fucking tarantula. But, you know, we're all about them having some peace and freedoms up in here. Oh, actually, here he is. He's right there. I almost never can find him, though, but there he is. So that's cool. This one is, I believe, scorpion, right? Yeah, I forgot what it's called, though. It's not a death stalker. It's, oh, he's right here, though. A giant desert hairy scorpion. Okay. That's a lot of adjectives. This one is, I believe, my Brazilian bird-eating spider, maybe? He should be pretty big. You know, being a bird eater. I've owned a bird-eating spider. I've owned a Goliath bird-eating spider. Before I went in the military, I had like 120 at different components of my life. I had like 120 different exotic animals. I had a green anaconda, a tiger reticulated python, ball pythons, albino Burmese pythons, rock pythons, timber rattlesnakes, coral snakes, Nile monitors, emperor scorpions, Goliath bird-eating spiders, all kinds of shit. Oh, this might be the bird eater. Yeah, this is actually the bird eater, I think. But like I said, you're probably not gonna find them. Oh, this is a Brazilian wandering spider, which better be in here because they're like the second most venomous spider in the world. Oh yeah, he is. He's right here. Yeah, Brazilian wandering spider. He's right here. Correct? Yeah. Yeah. The Sydney funnel web is the most venomous arachnid, but the Brazilian wandering spider is second. And their bite gives men painful erections. It compresses the blood vessels and gives you a painful erection, and they gotta like pop and release the blood. It's pretty gnarly. This is a Gila monster. It's right here. This one is a green iguana right there. What do we got over here? This is the gray iguana? Lesser Antillean iguana. Oh, okay. This is, I think a Goliath frog, I believe. He's right there, if you can see him. Yeah, Goliath frog. They eat mice. Yeah, that's the iguanas. Okay. And then this one, poison dart frog, red and yellow. Or poison, I think they're actually called poison arrow frogs, not poison dart frogs, but... Oh yeah, he's right here. Pretty easy to find, actually, because of his, you know, red-ass color. Oh, actually, it's a Lemens poison frog. So, there you go. And then the yellow one actually is good. Oh, never mind, I was gonna say it's gonna be pretty hard to find, but he's right here. Oh, golden poison frog. No arrows, no darts. Just poison frog. This one's a centipede, which are extremely, extremely vicious. If you ever had a pet centipede, they're not like those little millipedes you think you see naturally. These things, whew. Very painful bite, very aggressive. They take down like little small pinkies. Pinkies are little baby mice. Yeah. It's pretty rough when you're in the world of exotic animals because, you know, generally speaking, you're just an animal person. Like, yeah, you know, I love snakes and all them, but it didn't make it any less fun, you know, having to send a bunch of little mice and rats and stuff to their demise. And actually, I had an emerald tree boa, so I had to go buy little birds. I had to go buy a little bird from the pet store to feed it to my emerald tree boa, and it would snatch it right from a tree, and you hear this screaming, death-defying screech from the bird, and it would constrict it while hovering from a tree. It's really cool. These are peafowls, I believe they're called. I call them peacocks, but apparently they're called, yeah, peafowls. Indian peafowls. But, yeah, I always just was under the assumption they were called peacocks, but, you know. Let Planet Zoo enlighten me, I guess. We'll go over here a bit. This is my expanded, like, area where you can ride over exhibits. So, kind of like the peafowls. I added these thinking they were, baboons. But they're not called baboons. If I can, find them. Oh, there's one. Right here. Oh, he won't hold still. Oh, I clicked on the rock. But yeah, they're called, mandrills. Again, I kind of thought they were just called baboons, but whatever. So this is the third of my employee section where they can go to. You see, I got this really cool Roman numeral 8 built out of stone and a little pentacle plant island, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. You can do what you want. It's my zoo. You can build whatever you want. Got some, I believe these are African elephants. African savanna elephants. Yep. I believe they had a baby? No, no babies. There's still 4 of them. Okay. They didn't reproduce. So over here, this next exhibit is my otters. I don't know why it's elevated the way it is. It's just, I messed up and it's elevated, so nobody can see them, but yeah, here they are. They had some little babies. Little baby right there, little guy. And they play in the water a lot. They move these balls around and stuff. They're really fun to watch. You'll see them kind of like diving down and frolicking down here a lot. These are little fish feeders, which, I mean, there's no fish in there. But, you know, whatever. These are my caimans, which are the smallest of the crocodilians. As you can see, this is, that's a baby caiman, but, well, yeah, that's a baby caiman. Yeah. And see, these are like adult caimans. And they had a lot of babies, actually. So I believe that's a baby. Yep, 8 months old. That's an adult, I believe. Yeah, 15 years old. Well, look at you. These are all babies, though. Yeah, they had a, okay, so they had a litter. Well, not a litter. they had a bunch of babies, though, 8 months ago. So going from the smallest to the biggest, Nile crocs, who also had some babies. When did they have babies? 7 months ago. Oh, they had some good months. Yeah, Nile crocs are the biggest of the crocodilians and the second most aggressive to humans, with saltwater crocodiles taking the lead as the most kills. But they're both man-eaters. They will both eat your ass like a Big Mac. Or a spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's. Or a 5 cheese bean burrito from Taco Bell. Whatever. You know, whatever your vice is. I don't know. Tofu, whatever. These are my tigers. They had 2 cubbies, I believe. Right? Yeah, 11 years. They swim a lot. I gave them a lot of water because they do a lot of swimming. They love to run around in this water. I'm trying to find the cubs. Oh, here they are. Oh, they had 3 cubbies. 1 year old. 1.5 year old. Yeah. So they had 3 cubs. Cool. All right. This right here, I thought was gonna be like a big greenhouse where, you know, I could put like exhibit animals and stuff, but you can't fit them. So I just made it as a cross-platform for people to walk through. Over here are my cheetahs. Here's one right here, actually, hanging out. Oh, here's one swimming, doing some laps. I love the predatorial cats because they're always playing in the water and with their toys. They're very active. Oh, here's the other 2 right here. This one right here is my lions, which regretfully I don't have as big of a compound as I should. I should have made a bigger one, kind of like the tiger one, because I mean they are lions, but I just didn't plan right. You know, you get kind of all into it and then you get kind of backed into a corner. But they are running around in here, and I think they have 1 cubby. Right there, maybe. I think, no, that's a mommy. Oh, there's a cubby. There, he's sleeping. Oh yeah, he's just 3 months old. That's a new cubby. Right here too. Oh no, that's an older cubby. That's a 1.5 years. And then last in this section is this exhibit right here. Oh, this is a food court. All this area right here. Is this section over here are my wolves. They have a bunch of pups. They're really active usually. Oh, they all doing some sleep-ins right now though. But yeah, I got year and 7 months, year and 7 months. So that's the same pups. These are all adults. They rest in. They always end up getting this tire stuck down here. There we go. It'll be back in there tomorrow, but whatever. But yeah, they can climb all the way up into here. Play up here if they want to. So that's the first section. And then, after I built all this, I wanted to keep expanding, because I still had, like, half the terrain to work with. And I was like, oh, well, I want to keep going. So, I built this. It's kind of like a little area that people could come up here, jump on this, and, like, kind of view exhibits, like, you know, topographical style. This whole section is the fourth and final area for my workers. But anyway, so if people come up here, they can get on this ride. And first the ride will take you past the chimps. So they're over here. They're pretty active. They like to play on all this stuff. Yeah, see, they're running around. And then it'll loop around. It'll take you over this exhibit. This is the biggest one I have. This is actually 3 exhibits. This one, this one, and this one enclosed to make my grizzly bear exhibit. This is kind of how big I wanted to make the lion one. Again, I did it out of order, so it came out a little wonky. But yeah, so you got my grizzlies. Here's one swimming. No, that's a tiger. Here's one sleeping, though. There's 4 in here, though. See, so it'll kind of actually come into the exhibit, though. See, where they can see. This over here is, it's a train that just goes around, you know, this area of water. It's not for anything specific. It's just, I still had some more room, so I just added it. Anyway, so this thing will keep coming, right? And it'll come over here, and I believe it hits these zebras. Yeah. There they are. And then it'll come over their exhibit and take you over here. I had to build this way because they were clashing. So people have to walk like up this long stretch to get over the thing, because this thing wouldn't go over the walkway. But it gives them a really good selfie point. I mean, like, they can take a picture right here, you know. So this exhibit right here is my wild dogs. There's actually one right here. Which, again, like the Komodo dragon, I think she's stuck. But I don't know how to move her. Oh. No, that'll move her out of the facility. Okay, so, whatever. Yeah, here's some of the other ones. Yeah, they playing. So it'll take you this way, you know, come around this way, and then you'll be in the rhinos, the rhino pen. Which, let's see if we can find them. Oh, they're all, oh, they must have just got food. Actually, here's one right here, but they are over here too. They just got fed, it looks like. Yeah. So I made this pin, or I made this track super elevated to go over this pin because I was putting giraffes in here, and I didn't realize that they were like dwarf giraffes, so I didn't need to elevate it at all, but I did give it this cool roller coastery effect to get them pretty high. Anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, they're over here. And then the final compound it goes over is my hippopotamuses. My hippos. And they have a really deep water system that I built for them, because, you know, hippos, they like to completely submerge. They are responsible for more human deaths than those Nile crocs. You don't mess with a hippo. Then it brings you back. And that's the completion of that part. But yeah, I mean, so that's Rocket Ridge in Planet Zoo. I come to this game when I just want a peaceful game, you know, because like I said, I turn off all the frustrating parts, because like here's my thing. Just like any other genre, comics and music and films, you always have these gatekeepers. And if you play games, it's always like, you gotta play these games. Oh, I'm about to have some grizzly bear babies. You gotta play games hard. You gotta play them hard, or otherwise you gotta get good. You're not playing them right. And I do play some hard games that are just naturally like there's one set difficulty, like Soulsborne games like Bloodborne and Elden Ring, where they're just hard. There's no difficulty scale that you can scale it to make it easier. But even those games, like take Elden Ring, you best believe I get my ass handed to me by a boss a couple times. I'm going to a section where I can defeat a bunch of enemies, and I'm going to grind them over and over and over again. I'm going to power level. I'm going to get myself a Rivers of Blood. I'm going to plus 10 that bad boy. I'm going to get me a Spirit Ash. It's going to be Mimic Tier. I'm going to plus 10 that boy. You know, I'm going to make sure that I go and I can just wipe the floor with you. Because for me, I don't play games for challenge. I don't play them for difficulty to flex my, my digital trophy medal. Gives a fuck. I play them to enjoy it, and more or less, I play them because I want to feel godlike. You know, like, I can walk out my front door and die. Why do I need to do that in a game? It's easy to do that, you know? So I like to play games much easier, because in the end, you may have spent 4 hours in Lies of P grinding down the same boss over and over and over again, throwing your controller and raging and nearly having an aneurysm, but I just went to the merchant and got a bunch of consumables, and I threw all 4 of them at the boss, nuked its health bar, went in, hit him, game over. I still got the trophy that says I beat the boss. I'll still get the platinum. We'll have the same exact merits, only I didn't shave off 5 years of my life playing a game. It's not that serious. But that takes me back to this, you know. You can make this game hard, you know, if you set all the stuff where, you know, you have like financial problems and wear and tear and animal health, but I don't want to do that. If I wanted the struggles and the frustration of trying to operate and open in an animal sanctuary, I would just go do that in real life. It's really just that hard. I'm playing this game just because, you know, I get the freedom to just do whatever I want. So that's my take on all that, but you know, that's it. So that's Rocket Ridge and Planet Zoo, and I hope you enjoyed my guided digital zoo tour, and I will catch you on the other side. Rocket out.